Okay, so we're live. So very short live today, I'm afraid, because I have scheduled an appointment for my cat tomorrow. Needs a scan. He has little something in his nose. The problem might be just little infection, the complication. Not the lymphoma, but anyway, I just need to have a scan scheduled. The problem is it's just a control scan, but it was meant to be later, not that early. But we had some advice of the vet, so yeah, tomorrow 10 a.m. Have an appointment here. It's 10 p.m. so in France, I mean. So we'll have to do rather a short live stream in order to have enough Z's. Okay, so yeah. I made that, which is I will a little zoom in here. Okay, so this will be a Pigboss orc, which is quite advanced. Of course, the arm are not finished because I need weapons in order to I will add some meat on this forearm because they are far too slender for the the other part of the arm, so I will have to match them together. And since that is just enough mace, enough bulk, I will have to make this forearm bulkier. But I will need to have the weapons in order to create hands, because weapons will be in hands. So that's the reason. Yeah, the other part, the central parts here are quite almost finished. I will just have to create a little hole and use poke a little hole, these two teeth, and put a little link to give the impression that those teeth are attached to those rings. Okay, so basically it's a copy of an old model from Games Workshop, but I'm trying to give it a little pump. I want him to be a little bit bigger and a little more modern, if I can say that. And I made the head. I had to sculpt the head apart because how massive it is. It's a very, very big head. For example, here there is body. So it's matching the body quite well. Here, for example, is a model from Games Workshop, so you can imagine how big the head is. It's made of Fimo. The base, I made a base in Magic Sculpt, which is my go-to for every type of work requiring epoxy putty. So when I want to create something, I will have to sand or file. To mill in any way, shape or form. I need something very usable. I really love Magic Sculpt. It's a great compound. It's an epoxy putty, but not just epoxy. You have a lot of resins which are giving it a very interesting way of behaving when sculpting with it. You can sculpt complete minis, of course, with that. For example, Ibroin's song, who is a whom work can be found, for example, at in the Alexandros model branch. Model range, sorry. The guy is a very great sculptor, and he uses a lot this type of putty. So I worked. I began to create some weapons. For example, this will be an axe. I had a very hard time drilling a hole here because Yes, you can find tubing, brass tubing, but I didn't had anyone that matches the diameter I wanted. So I took a plain wire and a big one, 2 millimeters in diameter, cut it and drill a little hole in order to put this 0.3 millimeter wire, steel wire, because this will be the base of the armature for a chain. I will sculpt a chain. I could have bought one or created a chain. Can create each and every ring, every male. It's completely possible, but here it requires for you from you to cut it in half. You have to roll it on the base, to create the diameter of each link, and you have to cut the thing in half. It can be a very tedious process. So yes, I just thought that sculpting it would be an easier way to work that. It's not glued actually, it's just very tight. The fitting is very tight, so it's for now it's enough. I will put some glue in the hole. There are some gapes here, so put some very liquid glue. That one is my all-time favorite. I have a big reserve of that, MX Bond 105. It's perfect for making those infiltrations. This type of gluing is not enforced enough. You can find a lot of thick glue, liquid but thick, like that, which is good, but the thing takes a lot of time to cure. That is almost immediate, and you can't make any type of filtration with that. That is liquid enough to go. You can see how liquid it is, to go in any little recess. To the point that you can just like people in scale modeling with a very liquid Tamiya cement, for example. They put the two pieces together and they just put a little bit of glue, which will just spread and glue everything. This type of technique can be achieved with that, without the aspect of welding, of course, but it's a cyanoacrylate glue that will work the same way when you have to apply it. This glue is wonderful. This is, yes, my favorite when it comes to those applications. It saved my ass a lot while sculpting this. You can see while sculpting this part, because the base in the head is there's been a lot of back and forth movement using this magic sculpt, so I had to cut and add and cut and add, and sometimes some further addition you put when you are drilling something or other, this can break or just separate. And in order to prevent that and prevent a lot of time loss, I used that glue a lot. You can see here, for example, these you have some little close up just to show you more. You have here, you can see we have some faults. It's there are some gaps, some little gaps, and these gaps would have break off if I hadn't put some MX Bond in it. So it's a wonderful product, one of the best available for me. Okay, and of course there's a lot of other brands. For example, Glue 21, which is very a very great, good brand, but they don't make, I think, this type of very, very super liquid glue, which could be a great addition to their brands because they're very good, and yeah, it's a very good product. So I don't know what I will do today. I will not lie, I'm a little off now because of reasons. No, but just sometimes it happened. I'm not in the mood of creating something because I'm a little tired. But not a problem, I will do something anyway. So we'll just refine this head and show you how I worked it. This head is I'm quite happy. It's a little bigger than the original one. Here you can see it's a little bigger. Not that big. Little. You see face to face. It appears to be interesting. Seems a little bigger. It's not that big, but volumes are not distributed in the same way. I think I tried to just like that, but I didn't do a perfect match to this one. Tried to have something very modern in the design, closer to what the brand had become. Not right now, but you know, in the period in between this oldie, this vintage work, and what we have to nowadays. So yeah, I will just put some time to refine a lot because I will have to bake this head before putting it on the body. I could work a lot and just put the head on the body right now without baking it, but this will be just very tedious for almost no benefits. So I can use my little scraping tools here, which are very interesting for refining purposes, because I have some I put enough volumes. I will have to create the eyes and nostrils, and I will maybe add some, you know, teeth as earrings, jewelry, for various reasons. First, because this will be nice looking and interesting to paint, and the other reason is to ensure some solidity between the ears and the other part of the head. So yeah, so I don't know if this miniature will be painted just the way it is and sold as a one shot, but a very expensive one. Maybe I will find a customer that will be okay to spend quite a good amount of money on that, because I will have a lot of work to do to create a model, a very nice looking model, and if I'm making a good paint job on that, I hope to be paid the right value it is. So something like $500 euros, you know, because this will be a unique model, or to create a small production of it, very small, very secretive, to not trigger any legal action from a certain company. I don't know right now. so we'll see. Anyway, I think their policies are dumb in the first place. I mean, to begin with, who the freak they think they are? They rip off a lot of stuff, so there's no reason somebody can't recreate, reimagine, rebuild a lot of their minis. And it's not, you know, it's not the unholy recast, which is creating truly bootlegs, counterfeit. Here it's not. Just recreating something. So we'll see. I think I will do such thing with another model like Celestine. I really not dislike, but I was not very fond of the newer version, which has been discontinued, I think. It was not bad at all. It was a good-looking mini, but didn't match the true Baroque-esque idea of the first iteration, which was for me the best and the only Celestine. Yeah, I really want to recreate this vision. I had several ideas, like adding more these little cherubs, not biblically accurate, of course, just, you know, these pseudo babies with wings. But yes, there's a very deformed one you can find on the first model, and add a couple of them, you know, not having just two. Maintaining this big curtain she had, the cape she happened to have in in her back, but adding two other, one with a sword, and the other one with a helmet, which would be great, and not having this pigeon thing in her hand. She's has a bird in her hand, and I just want to get rid of that. I'm not very. This is the thing I least like in the original model. So yeah, you know, matching the true scale, or oh, hi Joe, or matching or creating something like 54 millimeters or even bigger. Why my chat is here? Open chat and window. Yeah, good. Yeah, it's going slowly, Joe. I have an appointment tomorrow for my cat. It has a little problem with his nose. Something related to his lymphoma, but not, most likely not the lymphoma itself. It's just a complication. He has a little infection, and has, you know, we thought it was a new spoop, but he appears to have something like an abscess, you know, something with rotting in his nose. So we gave him some antibiotics. Of course, we took him to the vet. The vet prescribed some antibiotics and some anti-inflammatory, and he was following his treatment very well. I'm making sure he's taking his pills, and I developed quite a technique for that. And yes, it seems to be better. But anyway, we needed to have a scan to monitor his lymphoma, and to see if radiotherapy worked. We'll see tomorrow. I'll say it tomorrow. It's a little earlier than what I wanted in the first place, but since he has some complication, I was advised to do so. Yeah, thanks for the work. Yeah, I worked quite a lot on that face, but turned out quite well. And I really, I saw a couple of videos of a very, very, very good sculptor. He has a good following. The guy is called Liho Gap. I think he is Korean. Wonderful work. I mean, the guy is very, very good, very interesting, very good, solid technique. But of course, very, very good intuition. Very, very. His videos are extremely well put together. I hope one day to reach this quality of editing creation. It's beautiful. Liho Gap, and he gave me some I don't know, triggered something. I really want to sculpt some bigger stuff. You know, those very how can I say that? Very rough models. It's not that he's doing very refined stuff, but I remember there's another sculptor, I think he's French, I can't remember the name, but it's very good. I'm sorry for that. But using some oil-based clay like Chavon, or just not sculpting the eyes, put two beads and work around that, and doing something in a very, very free and fast way. I used to do such thing a few years ago, and I really want to create some videos like that, just time lapses, very, very simple, very, very rough, just to have some ideas flowing. And it's a Liho Gap. I think it's. I'll spell it to you. I'm sorry, I will not type too much thing because there's a lot of minis on my desk, on my computer. Sorry, and I don't want to make a mess. I will spell it to you in a few seconds. It's Liho Gap. So Leehogap. Leehogap. And I think he's Korean because I saw some beautiful Korean scripture on some of his minis. The guy is very solid. He's extremely good. And I really, really like his technique. For example, you can check his Mortal Kombat Scorpion sculpture video. It's beautiful because he designed some part of this character. For example, he redesigned the mask, which is just incredible. It's very beautiful. He made a wonderful sculpture of Dwayne Johnson with some LEDs for the eyes. Thing is from the planet. I love the thing. He made Venom, which is beautiful looking. Very solid work. Very interesting. He made a Dr. Octopus, a Joker, Batman. I don't know. It's very beefy, so it's not Batman Who Laughs, but something like that, and that's the idea. So yeah, beautiful finishings. He has very, very puts a lot of work in finishings. I really like his work. Beautiful. Yeah, and it gives me some also some ideas. Like I made a portrait, not that good, of Gina Carano, but it was not that bad. It was something quite okay-ish. I will show you, just to not be very efficient tonight. Gina Carano, she's here. That's very difficult because Gina Carano, she has quite face. I really like her face, but she was a lot of makeup on a lot of their picture. So recreating something that looks like her without this makeup, and you know how it's easy to change volumes with makeup. But yeah, it was that. So it's quite bright because I over smooth it, but yeah, it was not that bad. And I really want to create another version with some shadows, because the problem is I have too much light on my setup, not enough diffusion. But recreating another one, bigger maybe, and dress her as a Sister Battle. I need to bake it because I think I will not add more details than that. So could be great. Oh, you said you're sculpting feet on new 10 minis you're making. Great. Sculpting feet is something very interesting. I really like that. Strange, but there is something with feet. I don't know. There is something interesting. You know, even though they're not, I mean, you if you're making some guys, some, you know, those Greek soldiers, you most likely have to put a lot of time and efforts to make a lot of intricate details. But you know, just basic volumes of feet is very interesting for me to create. Just as, you know, just very basic volumes. It's something I really enjoy to do. It's truly a phase in the sculpting process in which most likely the leg will have, I don't know, this will balance the whole leg. Could be interesting. I said that would be super cool. Yeah, to make a Sister Battle Gina Carano. Yeah, definitely. If I'm not cancelled for that, I don't know what I can do. No, joking, but yeah. And she has a great face, and good face for such end. I think it'll be very interesting. And I'm planning to buy, you know, those pasta machines, because I want to mix some clay. I was very reluctant to do so, but I know that one of my favorite sculptors is doing that, and I really want to give it a try before dismissing it, because I used to try things, so I will try that. The guy, he just has 1 or 2 videos here on YouTube. It's Brice Savina. So Brice, B-R-I-C-E, and Savina, S-A-V-I-N-A. And the guy he's incredible sculptor, because he takes most of the time very mundane subjects, but his attention to details and finishings are just wonderful. And you can see in video, but I saw his work, IRL. Whoa. It's truly beautiful. And I really want to give it a go in this mix. I know that he's adding some Fimo, and I want to try to add some Sculpey in my Fimo for creating 55 millimeters. I think that my next 55 millimeters figure, this one, which will be which will be a gladiator. I think having a little bit of a Sculpey in my Fimo will be great, because this will give some stiffness to the clay. You said Blinded by Daylight. No, I don't know the channel. We'll check it out. I don't know this channel, but I will discover. It's always interesting to discover channels like that. Blinded by Daylight. Blinded by Daylight. Blinded by Daylight. Oh, okay, yes, converting Warhammer 50,000. Oh yeah, coming from, yes, McFarlane Toys. Yeah. Sculpting, Rat Rebellion Boss. Nice. Oh, sculpted in Sculpey, but the original one. Kind of greasy. I really enjoy this this medium, but I find it very very soft, too soft for my taste, I have to say. But that's very interesting channel. Beautiful. I like his Gretchens and Goblins. Funny Mark. Good work. I'm assuming that it's quite big, the sculptures, because yeah, it's got big. Oh yeah, quite interesting, I have to say. Yeah. And the other, yeah, no, sorry, okay, McFarlane Primers, yeah. No, didn't know, thanks for discovery. I'll check that out after. And I really need to finally buy some lights, because it's very I mean, I have a very shitty picture. Of course, having a white sheet of paper, white background, basically, is a recipe for disaster in video. But it's even worse with my lights, because they're not enough diffused. I need a more diffuse light, and I really need to buy some proper video lights. Like I saw some guys showing their setups, and yeah, I definitely don't have enough light for my video purposes. So here, basically, I'm smoothing the ears, and I need to be very soft, because there are no armature in the ears, none. So I have to be very careful, because, you know, trying to create some kind of an armature in something that small would have been a very big problem, and finding the good orientation, the good angle, almost would have been something like impossible mission for me, at least for me. And I really try to not have too much armature, because I made the mistake on the body of the orc to try to foresee the orientation of the neck. Basically, those orcs are very inspired by big apes, and specifically gorillas. So the the attachment of the spinal of the spine is not under the skull, like us, human, but behind it. So that's why they have this huge back and those very protruded heads, which enhance their already protruded jaw, big jaw, and that is very interesting. But when it comes to the orientation of the head, I wanted to have some movement, to have some contrapposto, to have a little less stiffness that what we are used to when it comes to orc poses, and but it's very very subtle, and I wanted to have this movement with shoulders like in three quarter and the head facing us, and I try to foresee this thing at the step of the armature, so just with wire. Basically, it didn't went well. I sculpted a first version of the head. And I had to remove the head because the head was in the shoulders, basically, because the orientation was not that good, and my attachment was not long enough, and I had to remove this first head. I changed the orientation. I had some magic sculpt to create to extend the neck and recreate basic base for the head, and it was not enough good even after that. So the second version of the head has been removed. I cut this the basic form, recut the neck, and worked in two separate models in two separate parts. So yeah, it's very difficult to foresee, specifically when you have such big bulky models. I said the funniest thing about McFarland is 18cm Marines cost about €25, the same price as the Games Workshop 32mm Captain Mini, and the 25 euros include licensing. Yeah, it's incredible. Funny but sad. But yeah, Games Workshop is far too expensive, I think, and they will be hit very hard now and in the near future with 3D printing. I mean, I'm very much against recasting, but I'm very much pro recreating. That's why I'm making this orc, is pretty much a middle finger to their policies. But yeah, they can't do shit about that. Definitely, if someone has the ability to create something which appears to look like their product, yes, but don't care. You will. And I think I'm to the point that I think that some people, if they face cease and desist cease and desist letters, just give away the thing. Just okay, I will make it available for everyone, and go F yourself. I'm at that point because this IP stuff, licensing stuff, is going far too. It's going too far for me. It's definitely not worth the trouble for the old creatives. Because a creative should be able to create, and screw the other thing. I don't know if there is a true market. I mean, yes, there is one, because some people are really willing to pay a lot for something very exclusive. But I think it's a matter of luck to find the good customer. I considered painting my orc and sell it as a one-shot mini. I don't know if I will do that. Maybe not. Because I know that there are some people willing to pay good amount of money for a very exclusive mini. but I know there are some people, but I don't know these people. No, I have some colleagues who worked for such collectors. Some people creating, one-shot Space Marine hero or something like that. But the problem is, for me, that I don't know anyone willing to pay that for my work. So yeah, maybe there is a customer base, but it's a matter of luck to find them, I think. Oh, you said earlier that you would be pleased to see my technique for this head. It's very close to my one of my first videos, sculpting an orc's head. With just one detail, he has an open mouth and the other one has a closed one. So the armature, the basic form was a little simpler. It's very, very close. Of course, I'm working more efficiently right now and have better views of volumes because several years passed in between. But yeah, it's quite close. So I also wonder if you're a price to cherish you have to buy or being given a primaris at the material, of course, the man hours. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. And it depends a lot on your name too. I mean, here we have a wonderful sculptor. He worked again because he stopped for a while, called Mick. Mick can, for one model, he will create completely. But for one model, the base price is above 2,000 euros for what I can recall. I talked about that with another guy. So something like more than 2,000 euros for a basic, basic guy on his feet, and not something very, very fancy. Because Mick, he has a very big name and he is very good. So yeah, it's quite expensive. I think. I mean, you pay the product of someone, but also a little bit of the name. I think it's not just quality. You can find some people making very, very great stuff for a bargain, for almost nothing. Because they are grinding to get known, but some others, which appears to be very good, but also are very established. So yeah, but I don't know what could be the price. Yeah, without having an established name, that I don't know. I really can't say. I have this problem too, because I'm a little known, but not that much, and I don't really have a name. I'm quite asking for myself the same questions. Not in the conversion idea, but with the overall creation. Because yeah, I mean, if someone is saying, yeah, for your orc with the paint job, I can give you something like 20 euros, so say, yeah, but no. The problem is if no one is willing to buy it, this will not be better for me. Not the best case scenario. So maybe shouldn't try to sell it in the first place. But it's very difficult to find the good price you have to charge. Let's say if I ever do what I said for this orc, for example, I would be very reluctant to sell it under something like 500 euros because I would do a paint job like this, you know, with this type of quality here, and yeah, since I will have sculpted everything, I really don't want, and even that 500 euros is truly not enough, but I don't think that anyone would pay more than that. Even for a complete creation, because it's quite a good amount of money. Say I would be very reluctant to earn less from that. Quite hard work. But for a lot of people, it's just model. It's I mean, it could be very difficult to explain that you can't sell something under a certain amount of price and money. Just uniformize this. But anyway, if you find a good customer base, it's manageable, I think, because of my of some of my colleagues who appears to work like that, making some very exclusive minis. Yeah, not under 400 euros. Yeah. Definitely, yes. Now I think here I lost an opportunity with this orc to create a bunch of videos. I was not sure that I'm not that confident in my own skills. I know how to sculpt. I know how to draw. Not perfectly, but if I'm paying a good amount of attention, I mean the thing is can be decent. The other stuff I can do, I can paint, of course, but sometimes I lack the confidence to just throw myself into the warp and try something, because here, for example, I recall when I used to make some short videos, edited one. I used to do two versions of it. So the first version, even for painting, which is something I have quite a good amount of experience. The first version was never that interesting. It was kind of bad. So I had to strip the thing and redo the footage all over again before editing, just to be sure that I have something decent to show. And I don't know why, but I'm lacking confidence in my own skills when it comes to record my own work. When I work in a live stream like that, not like tonight because I'm very much not effective at all. Not that I am truly effective in live stream, but you know what I mean. I don't have the same problem of confidence, but when it comes to create a video, edit video, definitely I lack some confidence in my own skills. And here it would have been very interesting to show to show a complete saga, creating some kind of a saga, to complete series of video about the creation of this orc, with my struggles, with my with some achievements. I'm kind of happy with the body and the central part of the body, because I began to make some details. I created a chain here. I had some stuff going on which are not too bad. Could have been very interesting. You said, yeah, it's very demanding but not extremely hard. Yes, to create some conversion. Yeah, for somebody with a bit of hands-on experience. Yeah, definitely could be very interesting. For me, what I really want to achieve, but it's very difficult alone. I really want to gain some confidence in my work, in my skills, and yeah, finally make some good videos with a proper edition. But it's very time consuming. It's and you have to find a good idea that you will be able to achieve and to make interesting to watch. Something that is can be kind of difficult to do alone. That's why a lot of these very popular streamers and content creators are actually a team, 2, 3, 4 people, even more. Even people like that guy from northern part of Europe. I forgot his name. Sorry, guy. He's very prominent content creators on figure painting, Warhammer stuff. Squidmar. But yeah, he's not alone. Because I think the best way to circumvent the lack of name and to find a proper price for your creations is to become an influencer, basically. And becoming an influencer when it comes to miniatures, it's very related to the things you can teach and the things you can show about your technique, about your the way you're creating things, the way your mind is working, how you handle each and every little tiny problems you will encounter when sculpting something. I mean, as a consumer of such content, this is what I'm looking after. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah, definitely there is something to be made here, and upon reaching that stage, you begin to create your own name and to brand yourself, and this is something I really am really interested in. But yes, it's an everyday grind. That's why also I'm trying to stay committed to do live streams on Mondays. Most of the time I don't know what I will do, but I'm doing live stream anyway because I want to keep the grind on, even if it's required. I really want to keep it alive, even if it's just once per week. But I'm really considering switching to Twitch. Not that I prefer such platform, but I know that there are some stuff to be made with Twitch, which is more convenient for live streams. Doing something like, I used to play some Lobos Junior clip. I don't know if you know this streamer. He is very well known for his Dark Souls / Bloodborne playthroughs with a lot of mods, silly stuff or good stuff actually. It's funny to have that, as some kind of a drone, some kind of background noise for me. It's very interesting for me. It helps me to stay focused on my work. And he's making his live stream on Twitch, but he is putting it on YouTube on his channel. Yeah, this could be interesting. Edit and speed up some videos. And the other thing, I should stop to sculpt small things. I mean, I should try to sculpt bigger things. On videos, it's very difficult to not move here, just always moving a little. It's very difficult to make a how can I say that, a time-lapse video, with very sped up footage, because this will move pretty much, with tremble, and this could be some kind of a stampede. I don't know, but not very kind to the eye. I had some criticism, alleged criticism, on some of my videos, specifically on some of my time lapses in painting. I remember someone's I'm recalling that, but someone said, "Yeah, you're a good artist, but it's too, you have speed up too much. It's just all over the place, and it's just a pain to follow it." And I rewatched it, and yes, it's not that good. So it's kind of difficult to make a good time lapse with such small stuff. But if I'm working on some bigger stuff, I made that and I plan to recreate it because the model has been made with an old batch of sculpting, which dried and completely crackle everywhere. But something like, ooh, I don't want to ruin my work actually here, something like that. But it's very stiff. But you can imagine that in Chavon or Monster Clay, and this could be created in a very small amount of time. Put some beads for the eyes. I have a lot of those little beads for BB guns, and using some Chavon or Monster Clay to recreate something like that, because it's quite big, and make a something roughly made, and just not putting a shit ton of time on finishings. You just have the basic idea, throwing this basic idea, show the process, and so on, so forth. Making another one, another one, another one, another one. Oh yeah, maybe, but it's truly the small stuff is pain in the ass to film, to record. I mean, or I'm trying to make both, but I would have to stick to make some very small minis for sometimes. Because minis are very, very, the smaller and almost the most time consuming it is. Very, 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 very difficult to be as efficient on smaller stuff. Because you always need to just gently touch every surface very softly, ever so softly, having a very, very light hand. But making because that one was not that big, it's very comparable to it's an orc, so it's big, but in terms of scale, it's very comparable to some of my busts. Not my own creations, but some busts I have for painting, like the young mini one. 1/10, 1/9. Yeah. No, actually, I should. I think I should try to do both, to add this degree of to this idea of making bigger stuff, but very roughly made, just to find some ideas. Because definitely it's part of the creating process to make some very roughly made stuff, to try to find new ideas, so yeah, I should try to do it and continue and do at the same time do some very mini stuff, very small products like 55 millimeters, 32 millimeters, just to show some very specific techniques we're using. Could be interesting. Okay. Okay. Like for example, the Gina Carano stuff could be made with, in a quite big scale. For example, this could be funny and interesting for me. Oh yeah, should try, yeah. It's not that expensive, so definitely if you can, you should try. It's definitely interesting. Definitely try. Go for it. Okay. So here I will have to add some matter here. 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 Going very gently, very softly, because I don't want to move too much those maces. And here I'm trying to avoid to put any type of mineral spirit. Not that it's bad, but I think it's could be much interesting to not rely too much on that. So I need some very big volumes and quite defined volumes, not too blended. very, very, very gently rolling my clay shaper on these surfaces, and after that I will put some color shaper, which is a little less firm. Okay, protein time. Sorry, I'm removing my face because I don't want you to see. Oh, sorry. To see such disgrace. So, I'm coming back in a sec. Bye. I'm back. And my face, there. There it is. Okay. Oh, it's better. Really enjoyed my little shake. Okay. Gosh. This one, I sand it to have this very pointy tip. I had to sand it. It's truly nightmare fuel to sand it. I use some 1000 grit sandpaper and my finger to maintain the thing, to sand the stuff one side and another, because it's very difficult to find true pointy color shapers. It's very, very, very difficult, and the more I go in stores, the less I see color shapers with actual tip. It's always rounded. Oh yeah, the angled chisel. It's a great tool. Very good tool. It's a wonderful tool. Okay. Also, I was thinking that I should try to use maybe to use a GoPro, something I can wear to film or to record what I'm doing. The only thing is that I don't want the fisheye effect, because this basically ruins everything. Not for the sport videos and stuff like that. They're known for, but from a creative perspective, it's this would ruin the experience of showing how I work, because this will deform my work. I don't want that. But yeah, if I can remove the fisheye effect, I know that it's possible. I saw also some, I don't know if the quality is good, but I saw some little, those small camcorders, cameras, I don't know, with something you can hold on the branch of your glasses. This is something very interesting for me, because could show, and you could see exactly what I'm doing from my own point of view. Which could be interesting for some people. There it is. Okay. Ears are okay. Yeah, I have one here. I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's wonderful, yes. But I really wanted to find something I can wear. It'd be great to have a good little camera here on my glasses. Could see exactly what I'm doing. Here, that's good here. I will use some mineral spirit on these teeth to sharpen them. Yeah. I know some people are making their live streams with iPhones. Maybe I will try one day. Maybe I'll try. Because the problem with my camcorder, it's big. It's really big. I mean, the thing is quite big. I have this big cable here. I have. When I'm trying to work on details, I just hit the stand with my with this part of my on my headphones. Definitely not optimal. Definitely not optimal. Here I'm reaching something I love with Fimo. So when the stuff has set a sufficient amount of time and is very stiff, Fimo can become quite stiff. The main problem that for that face I really use the same technique as pretty much any sculpture, regardless of the scale. So there have been a lot of air trapped in the layers of clay. So the stuff was moving a lot, and that's why I'm working with these serrated wood tools, because it helps to remove air pockets. You know, sometimes you can see, you touch, and it's acting like almost like skin, you know, because you have an air pocket underneath, and you even if you try to poke the thing, you will most likely end up having just more air in it. And the first steps, I'm damping a lot, so I'm eating the stuff. If I happen to resculpt a bust, I will try to show you the first steps. You know, here, for example, it's very close. It's something I sculpted a while ago, just for trying new stuff, but it's very rough. It's not very good looking. I will remove a lot of stuff, but it was just to set some ideas. And here I pretty much done that. It was the step just before that. I took a big wooden tool and I just hit the thing to be sure that to damp the clay, not have too much air in it. And but after that, you have to add some mace. You have to add some bulks. You have to bulk the thing up. So of course you will trap some little air pockets. And using these serrated glue tools is great for removing that and making the thing, you know, help the clay to set in place. It's kind of interesting. You said you have an iPhone 12 mini, constant phone with the size of flip-flop. Yeah, for me it's not that big of a deal, but yeah. And the big video are really good with very little effort. Yeah. I have to say my iPhone is wonderful. I can make some very good pictures. The problem is my light booth is not that good. I created it. I use some kind of model template from a blog from a French painter. He is for the most part an historical painter, historical mini painter. He is called Jean-François Pierre, and he's a man of a certain age. He is a master, very good oil painter, working only with a brush, even for the undercoat, which appears to be made with old Formula Umbral. So very vintage technique, but very solid. And he built his own photo booth, which was his own light booth, you can say, which was good, very good. And I just took his blueprint and done it myself. But the problem is with my smaller miniatures, it's not that good. At least lights, I created a diffuser, so the light is diffused, but the light is too bright for the for most of my application. I would love to have something to dim those lights. So I'm considering maybe buying a new and professional photo booth, no light booth, to have something better. And with my lights are not that crappy, but they're not that great. It's basic, public, classic supermarket light bulbs, which are good. They have the good color temperature, but they're quite cold, I should say. But it's not that big a deal. The problem is their color rendering is not extremely good. I would truly benefit to have a better rendering, color rendering, to have true actual professional photo lights. But yeah, because with my iPhone, I bought it specifically for that idea, to avoid to buy dedicated camera. But the problem is pictures are very good, and I really like to use it for that, but it's just showing the flaws of my setups, of my actual setup. I really need to improve that, and pronto. Yeah, that's what I have. Actually, the best thing for me would not to be use 6,400K daylights. I rather prefer what the new these new standard from the daylight company, which is 6,000K. I think it's better, less cold, and more interesting. And for picture, the what is considered true daylight for photographers, it's something most likely around 5,400, 5,000 something ish Kelvin. Photographers tend to think that 6,400 is a little too cold, and I really think they're true. The most important thing for me is the color rendering. Color rendering. I don't know. Like a word. I will try to find. I think it's in this, but I'm not sure. Here. Color rendering index, yes, and that is far more important, because I always can set up the temperature. Is not that big a deal. It's not very important. But if you have any lack of in the color spectrum of your light, if you have any lack of some colors, some nuances, you can have it's not proper white, even though it can be a little colder, a little warmer. If you have just some of this, in your spectrum of white, if you happen to have too much lacking, if you're lacking too much colors, you don't have a proper luminance, this will be very problematic, I think. I mean, yeah, you're a graphist, so you know better than me. But yeah, I have 6 it's it's Philips light bulbs with a proper 6,400 Kelvin. But I really would try to use a little warmer stuff. Would be great. But the problem is my lights are too harsh, and I can't set it. I don't have any. They're not dimmable. I would benefit to have some dimmable lights, of course, but I will have to rewire my photo booth. It's possible to do, but... So yeah, I'm considering buying some lights for my live streams. Something in the range of 5,400 Ks. This would be okay for my live streams. So it's some kind of a standard. It's kind of difficult to find to find this 6,400 delights lights. I mean, specifically for videos with a good diffusion. Most of the time it's in the 5,000 range. Okay. And here I found, it's very strange, but I found there's no specific brand. It's a brand, it's a supermarket brand, made specifically for that supermarket. And there are 5,000 K, and it's what I have in the background. I could just remove it, but it's a little more comfortable for me to have such light here. Yeah, I very much prefer to have a little more warmth. Could be, I think it's good. Something a little less bluish. Oh, you have some new lights. Your brothers, sorry. Great. Miniature movie set lights. You mean soft boxes? I found some of them. I think I will take some kind of a light pad. I saw that on a video made by another content creator about miniature painting. Use computer stands, for monitors, and he just basically screwed his lights to these monitor stands and used that as a very, very bright and powerful lighting setup. And since they are sold with a very, very great diffuser, you don't have this, this over harshness lights I have here. and you can find that on easily online. This is also another thing I really wanted to do, is to change a little my my workshop, because it's definitely not something I want to show in my videos. I think it's nice to show a good, tidy, nice workshop, not the mess I am currently working in. So yes, I'm a very messy guy. I hate mess, but I'm messy. This is a tragedy in my life. And I'm kidding, but not kidding that much. Yeah, it's really a tragedy for me. I hate mess. It's something I hate that. But I'm the messiest guy you can imagine. Put me anywhere, very tidy, very nice, and in a matter of days I will ruin it. The thing will be mortar, basically. Maybe I should get proper SCP qualification, you know. I'm some kind of the messiest man on earth, but I'm sure very proficient at making a mess. And it's so very true that I hate mess. I hate that. But I'm messy AF. According to maybe some people, since I'm French, I'm also dirty. I'm so messy. Oh, 90 euros each, yeah. Definitely, it's not that. I mean, it's money, but not that expensive, yeah. Why don't I that? When I put my color shaper and I feel some resistance. It sticks. I don't like it to stick on the clay. Not stick. Maybe I should try also to sculpt a new champion. You know, this Emperor champion, this one is a very old mini and a very exclusive one. I'm not that into vintage stuff. I tend to not enjoy that much, you know, those very vintage mini. But that one, it's kind of poorly sculpted, I have to say. But there is something. It's funny. It's very funny, and it has been made for Games Workshop anniversary, but it was long ago. From the second edition for Hammer 40k, something like that. So it was quite a long time ago. And yeah, it's very old style stuff. And I definitely should try to sculpt. The new one is not that good. The first look I had on it, so yeah, it's model is nice and with a nice posture, with you know, a very good contrapposto and so yeah, I was kind of, yeah, I thought it was not that bad. But some people said yes, but the pose is actually not good, and compared to the other one, the previous one, not the one I shown, but another one, which had a very badass attitude, and I say, yeah, they're true. I give them that. Definitely, yes. The new model is very impressive at the first look, but you know, it's like a balloon. You know, it's just empty itself. It shrinks because yeah, it's well made, but not that great actually, and not matching the badassery that was the previous model. So sculpting a new Emperor Champion, but with a proper attitude and a very badass posture could be also a great thing to do for me, and to show and do video about, and I should definitely try to trust more my ability to do such thing. It would not be perfect, but it could be more than good enough. So yeah, should try. Because wargaming stuff is definitely something that, I mean, there is a lot of people interested in miniatures, but related to wargames. Miniatures to the sake of miniatures, I don't know. Maybe, but not that much. Having and since, you know, Games Workshop, they completely switched to 3D sculpting, which is not a bad thing per se. It's a tool, and they have every right to do so, because it's a wonderful, powerful tool, and definitely it's a game changer when it comes to profession. But I don't like 3D sculpting. I mean, even videos about it is great because you can learn how to 3D sculpt, but definitely the process is not interesting at all. I mean, at all. I tried, but it's tedious AF. I hate that. You know, I know how to do some stuff with clay, but with a computer, I hate that. The only thing I would love to try is to sculpt, maybe 3D sculpt, but with a helmet, you know, with a VR helmet on my face. Definitely that can interest me. But apart from that, my goodness. Yeah, the ZBrush. Yeah, oh yeah, ZBrush. It's, I mean, the interface is all over the place. It's just unbearably complicated. Yeah, definitely. They need to. I mean, the thing is working, but definitely they could improve the interface, the user interface. And there is another thing I need to learn. Maybe I will try to lure some of my friends here and ask. I have a very close friend, almost to the point that almost half brother. We knew each other since it's been, I don't know. Here we say college, but of course it's not college. It's high school, even before high school. And his companion, she's a graphist. and she's very very proficient with Photoshop, and I should ask her to teach me, just as if I were a freaking stupid, retarded toddler, how to create a reference sheet. I'm struggling with that. I would love, for example, for Gina Carano, would love to gather a lot of pictures, but I want to make them fit in a certain scale, in order to have her face, right and left profile, maybe 3/4 views, right and left, and rear, and I think the thing, just in the same scale grid, to create a template that I can print in the good format for my own work, just in order to spare me some troubles. I could just take some calibers like that, and take some measurement and put it right on my figure. This could spare me a lot of troubles, but the problem is for now I don't understand how to do that in Photoshop. How to set a proper scale, and that is for something that is something I need to ask someone, not just explaining but showing me, because I'm dumb. For that, I'm completely dumb. I'm not that stupid for other things, but for that and it's just annoying for me, because I want the thing to work, and yeah. We're working with design software as Photoshop for, yes, oh yeah, but ZBrush, it's like it has been designed by a madman. I've seen the guy sculpting Jack Chan that way. Jack Chan on ZBrush. Oh, it's not that difficult to do the chart. You mean the thing, yeah, with the reference sheet? What I call the reference sheet, the chart, yeah. Yeah, maybe, but I'm truly dumb when it comes to such stuff, to these applications and softwares. I'm dumb, completely dumb. The only thing I can manage to create is miniature, and not a complicated one. That's all. That's a miniature for my videos, but that's all. It's the only thing I can do. I am clueless, and that's stupid, because I love to draw, and I know that you can do a lot of great things with drawing. I like to draw environments. I like to draw some stuff. Some countryside, some landscape, and you can give a lot of very interesting things with Photoshop. But, the chart way I mentioned. Yes, you mean the thing with fixing the scale for various pictures? I'm so stupid when it comes to softwares. Yeah, a lot of tools can be used in a different way. Yeah, that's why when it comes to some of my I no longer do a lot of miniatures for my live streams, but when I have to, I love to use Procreate, because it's far less powerful and less versatile, but it's far more simple. I mean, the thing is simple. Is extremely simple to use. Procreate is very good for that. Okay. Yes, creating the grid. Yeah, the grids on Photoshop can be used. Yeah. I have to set the thing, you know, because if I want to have something in centimeters, I have to assign a certain amount of pixels, I think. Okay. 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 Oh, it's almost midnight. Maybe I will have to stop there. It's almost midnight here, and I have to. Yeah. Oh yeah, for you, yeah, because you know how to work with Photoshop. So yeah. For me, it's a good crutch. But yeah, I'm considering wrapping this up because I have the appointment tomorrow for my furry fella. Let's hope that it's not the lymphoma. Familiar is a big word for me, but yeah, I can find these. I can find these, so yes, I can. I may understand if you're referring to some specific tools or. Yep. Okay, so it's smoothed. Okay, this will be okay-ish for now. I will do the same for the body. Here, of course, I will have to add some clay. Okay, that's it. Try to not put. I will not use this for these shoulder pads because I need to work more on them. Oh yeah. And setup is under the edit menu. Okay. Oh, we try that. This could be interesting because I could work on some models, some life-like models, you know, making some likenesses in a more efficient way. Henry Cavill as a god emperor of humanity. I know that he will be thrilled because he's a fan. Warhammer 40k. Would be great. Nah, I don't have the photo right now. I should try to gather them, because for the last model I made, I just took Google image and work with my my tablet, just my tablet inside, just to eyeball everything. So I didn't save these pictures, but thanks for proposing that. It's very nice of you. Okay. Since it's still in process, I will not do the same thing also either for the arms, because we'll have to work more on those arms. Here. There it is. Nice. 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 Okay. That's good. Oh, thanks. But I will try to the thing you explained to me, just to because I don't like to not understand something. This is definitely something I need to learn, even though it's just for the sake of it. But I really I have Photoshop. I really need to at least learn that, because it can be handy for me. Oh, you can be while being drunk or sleeping or both. Oh, that's why I should have not choose to learn musicology, because it's pretty much useless for me. Not that it's useless in general. No, it can be great, and having a proper information about music is great. But for me, for what I'm doing right now, it's just completely useless. And yeah, having learned, yeah, I mean, learning such thing is would have been very much interesting for me. Definitely. Okay, so it's kind of smooth here. Just there, I want to that. Oh. Yeah, and yes. Very softly, gently. Okay. 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 Here, just a little bit. Just put that. I will add some spikes, some stuff on these straps, just to make them more aggressive looking and more interesting. This would look better. Oh yeah. Oh, I had a new dish in my diet for breakfast. I'm eating oat. It's been a week and just yeah one day. I'm waiting for the end of the week, and I will weigh myself to see if I am putting more fat or not. But I eat morning for 40 grams of oat with some non-fatty milk. That's it. So it's very poor when it comes to, I mean, it's not that tasty compared to what you're eating, which is making me drooling right now because I'm kind of hungry. I'm kind of hungry, yeah. I will have some eggs and beef jerky after the live stream. But I really need to redo my math because since I'm putting on muscle, and I'm in a calorie deficit, I tend to begin to have some, these hungry sensations. So this will be, I mean, the real struggle will be now to because I lost a lot of fat, and now I need. I'm just getting used to my body, and it's now that I need to pay the most of attention to not eat anything bad. So yeah, try to avoid those very bad products, ultra transform, not what you're talking about, which is good. I mean, honey and peanut is great. I mean, yeah, you have some calories, but it's not that bad at all. I mean, peanuts are great, honey is great, so it's no problem. But yeah, I have this sweet tooth for very bad stuff like these chocolate bars, junk food. I'm truly a bad eater, so I have to not eat it, and yeah, it's kind of difficult sometimes to see some, and I don't know why, but YouTube keeps messing with me since I'm just watching a lot of stuff about fitness, exercises, workout, etc. I don't know why, but YouTube is just putting me a lot of advertisement for junk food, for processed food, for it's just it's just disgusting. You're trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle and to put on muscle and to you work hard, very hard. I changed my program, but right now I'm just making push pull leg twice a week, so it's 6 day out of 7 of hard, very hard working out. I'm trying to pay a lot of attention to what you're eating, and they're just advertising you for Nutella, for example, or big burgers, from Burger King's or McDonald's, or worse stuff, these Ferrero stuff, Kinder, I don't know what. You pretty much have just fat, trans fat, which are the worst type of fat, and sugar. Like you have zero protein, which is just it's just basic, not empty calories. It's completely crazy. Not empty in calories, but empty of usefulness. You said, hi, Phil, Urbaniac, sorry. You said your habits are all terrible, especially in your diet. Habits are hard to change. Yeah, definitely. For me, it comes to the cost that I had to eat the same thing. It's been something like 5 months of eating the same thing every day, but it's a diverse ration. I'm eating what I have to eat in carbs, vegetables, and of course protein. So that's pretty good. Yeah, but even if I'm making my own burgers, I mean, the thing will be the bun is full of sugar, full of a lot of carbs, too much carbs. I have to find proper sauce, like I love ketchup, but I love ketchup in my burgers. I don't prefer ketchup to any type of other sauce, but I have to find something with no sugar in it in order to manage those filthy calories. I have to take some special ground beef because patty should be 5% fat max for me to match my own standards when it comes to fat. And pretty much, yes, this will be less awful, but it will be lesser evil. This will be evil because when it comes to my last true meal of the day, it's a big salad. I mean, it's a complete big salad, so it's filling me a lot. Yeah, the thing, I have one complete lettuce heart, so called sucrine, plus or cogolio, plus just a little more salad, a little more lettuce. I mean, and I had 1 or 2 or even 3 tomatoes, depending on the size of the tomato, plus two steaks. I mean, 2 patties, plus half of an avocado, and a special sauce I'm making with just everything is measured, and that's it. And so it's very big, and it's filling me a lot. Nobody died from squid of ketchup. Yeah, but the problem is the habit. I'm pretty much, I'm not truly what we can call a foodaholic, but I have this tendency to function with habits, and I took a new habit, and I mean, that experience can be detrimental because I'm putting me at risk of retaking an old bad habit, just like an alcoholic. Nobody will die for a little sugar or something, but an alcoholic, I mean, it's very bad for him because he will plunge in his dive in his old habits. So I'm pretty much seeing myself like that. Yeah, that's why I'm very, very, very reluctant to put even the slightest amount of such thing in my diet. All of this fast food chain serve deep frozen. Yeah, But you know, the problem is I love the taste. I really love the taste. That's why I'm a trash can. You know, you I almost, you know, I love, you know what I love the most? I love the most junk stuff you can imagine. Frozen burgers from any type of brand, which are you know, you don't have the patty is just, it's nothing, it's paper thin, and it's, you have no taste in that. Poor sauce, buns are just full of water, and the best thing is to put that in a microwave. And I love when you actually have the frozen heart. You know, the outer part will definitely burn you, but the inner part is completely frozen cold. And you know, I know this is literally disgusting to explain, but yeah, I used to love that. I don't know why, but it was the trashiest thing you can imagine, and I love that. I love to eat that. And yeah, that's just thinking of that and making me drool like that. You know, this is crazy, but I really have a sweet tooth for very shitty chunky food. So I mean, this is to the point that even McDonald's is better than that. So yeah, I really need to not go in that way ever again. But you know, I love Domino's pizza. I love this shitty stuff. You know, it's really, it's a, I'm not an addict, but yeah, I'm not that far to that, I have to say. Not far from that. I love that. I love junk food. This is a problem. I love the taste. So yeah, it's very, even though it's better to make your own stuff, it's but it's different. You know, I love the junky taste. I love this junkiness you have in this very poorly made stuff, overpriced product. I really enjoy that. It's strange. That, you know, I'm almost, yeah, a literal trash can. I'm a living trash can, I have to say. But my new lifestyle is better because I'm no longer, I'm ashamed of myself. But it comes with a big cost. Yeah, McDonald's is better than what I really eat. Yeah, not right now, but what I used to eat. No, I know that I should make my own burgers. Maybe making my own patties, not patties, but buns. You know, hyper protein buns. I think it can be made with a good amount of whey protein, and yeah. No, what would be great is to have some device or some process that can remove calories from your dishes, from your food. I mean, you can eat the shittiest food on earth with almost no calories. You know, something like a burger, a full double Whopper, but with no more calories than a lettuce. Than 100 grams of lettuce, which is pretty much only water. That would be great. That would be great. With the same taste, you know, everything is the same. You have your double Whopper cheese, big stuff, very greasy, very chunky, you know, very pure junk food. But with no calories, or almost no calories. It would be great. I mean, I would love that. Oh yeah, thank you, Phil. Ruben, yeah, I was very aware of your choices. Yeah, I'm trying. I had I have the basics when it comes to nutrition. It's just that I'm a lazy piece of junk, and I hate to cook. I'm a very poor French. I'm a French guy, but I hate cooking. This is something I hate to do. So I need to eat something very simple, very easy, and I hate, to have to cook. I know that a lot of people in the, I'm in a fitness group on Facebook, and I remember there's a woman. She's making a lot of contests. She has a beautiful physique, and she works out hard, very hard. She's doing a lot of cardio also, and she is very organized because she is making her dishes for the week. I mean Sunday, so she just she's cooking Sunday. She's cooking in Sundays for a certain amount of hours, and she's cooking every meal she will eat during the next week. But I'm not that dedicated because I hate to cook. So I have to have something very easy to monitor, very easy to, for tracking my calories, and very easy to do each and every day. So I found a good way of eating what I have to eat in order to put on muscle and to lose fat, and to create calorie deficit without having to to put too much time and energy in that, because definitely it's something I don't really like. I enjoy to sculpt and to paint, but monitoring my calories is not something I really enjoy to do. I enjoy to work out. That I enjoy. That is very interesting. And since I want to have results, I can't spare myself to to not eat well. Because definitely I tried to which was a recipe for a disaster for me, because I'm I'm an endomorph, so I'm endomorphic, so I tend to put on a lot of fat in a very easy way. If I'm in a slight excess of calories, I get fat very fast. And the problem is I tried dirty bulk, so I ate pretty much anything, too much thing, and I tried a dirty bulk, and ended up with me putting almost 10 kilos of fat, something like 10 kilos of fat, and almost no muscle. So it was not a good bulk. So now, since I'm an endomorphic guy, I have to be in a calorie deficit, even for creating muscle, if I don't want to have too much fat, which is manageable even for a month, but I have to be aware of my own weaknesses when it comes to psychology. This little voice saying that, no, there's no problem you can eat that cake, it's nothing, just eat it, you're hungry, you're hungry, just a little chew, you can be in deficit another day, and so on and so forth. And this is very bad, very, very bad. So I will have to monitor myself to not do that. But since it's 5 months of very, not that restrictive, but very quite boring food, I have to say. Sometimes it's difficult. You try Yule. Never tried that. It was not very pleasurable, but very repeatable. Yeah. For me, I just try to. I eat, very simple stuff. It's not truly a diet per se. It's just that I am lazy so I'm not varying a lot my meals, but I eat good quantities, I have to say. I just have my protein shake. This is the only thing I buy for convenience, just for convenience, because definitely you can have great results without any type of protein shake. Protein shake is food. You know, I'm just taking some pure whey protein. The one I found is not that bad, but there is, some BCAA in that, which is absolutely useless for to begin with. And they put also some taurine, which is just a filler. No true effect. So maybe I should try to find a better one online. We'll see. But it's not that bad, and it's just for convenience. You said, Joe, that my own little voice can is doing overtime in your mind too. Yeah, but sometimes it's truly a struggle. I have to remember how ashamed I was of myself, to the point that I was no longer able to watch me in the mirror. To look at me in the mirror. I mean, it was very bad, very, very bad. Right now it's better, but yeah, I have to remember that. And I know that one day I will eat some junk food, but not before having reached my goal, which is something like 9% fat. I used to be that lean. 9% fat is good. Difficult to maintain, but possible. And if I'm reaching that with a good amount of muscle, I know that I could burn some excess. That's why sometimes some very highly trained guys use this excuse called a cheat meal in order to have a high calorie meal, and they can eat something like one pizza and half plus other junky stuff, and burn everything. But for me, it's just too early to do that. To put on more muscle. But I will add oat. Oat is good. Oat is good. I like the taste, even if it's almost tasteless. But I like that. And I think I will add some oat in my not necessarily in my protein shake, but in my post-workout meal. Most likely, my post-workout meal is just a protein shake. But I think it would be better to have a little bit of carbs, and oat can be great. You know why? Because even though I'm in calorie deficit, after 2 hours of working out, my glycogen is pretty much completely drained. So yes, my body is going for the fats, which is good, but just at some extent. And I think that rebuilding over time a little more of my glycogen could be great. I eat carbs, but maybe I should eat a little more of that. Just a little more, because here I'm at something like 18% body fat, which is a little too much. But I want, I don't want to do that and just that. I want to do that, that. Not that, but more that. So I need to find a proper way to land, to land my plane, not crash it. So I think maintaining, just having a nice, just some nice steps towards my objective, like that. Very sweet, find a sweet spot and ending my fat loss in a very delicate way, eating a little more It could be great. Is there oat taste like polystyrene? Yeah, maybe. You know, you know what I love. You know what I love very very much. I love those rices. You know, rice bread or something. It's not bread, but it's those gallets. Those gallets, not pancakes, but it's very crusty. It's just rice, some grains bumped together. You know, popped rice, and that has the consistency of polystyrene. But I really enjoy to chew that. I love that. You should try to eat some one day. It's very low calorie, and it can be great to eat that. The problem is the more tasty food is pretty much almost always super caloric. If I happen to be an ectomorph, it would be great because I eat pretty much everything. Say that, but you know, when you're reaching your 40s, you can put a lot of fat, not on a lot of fat. You know, you can begin to be skinny fat. Yeah, maybe rice waffles, yes. Maybe there's that. Here in France, we call it galette de riz. Love that. Yeah, maybe that is good. I mean, I love that. You can put some jam, you know, some fruit jam. It's beautiful. It's good. It's crusty. It's rice crackers with ketchup for your next post workout. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Rice crackers. Why not? It could be fun. For now, it's just whey protein. And it's not, you know, it's just convenience because I'm eating throughout the day. I'm eating pretty much every 2 to 3 hours. Because there is one thing I have a lot of difficulties to manage is the you know, this sensation of being hungry. So I'm trying to avoid that sensation at all costs. I used to, you know, when I was younger, I was working out a lot, and I used to almost starve myself because I always have been very complex by my body, and the amount of fat I have. And the problem was younger. I got used to this, you know, being hungry all the time. But after reaching my 30s, it's no longer possible for me to be that hungry always because, you know, since I'm working a lot, like, you know, making minis and painting them, you know, imagine painting that, but with a shaky hand. It's almost impossible. And having, you know, this sensation of being always, you know, having hypoglycemia, being always hungry, having your hand shaking, your head shaking, everything shaking pretty much, just because you have to lose fat is not something manageable for me. So since I'm in calorie deficit, I have to eat because I can't manage to be completely starving. It's not possible. So I can't do that. So I'm trying to eat good quantities of very low calorie foods with some notable exceptions. For example, my very big spoon of peanut butter in my for my breakfast is sacred. This is something I really enjoy. This is one of the last thing I can still enjoy right now. So I'm truly enjoying my spoonful of peanut butter in the morning. And that's it. I have to eat throughout the day to not have this, you know, this creeping sensation of being hungry always and always and always. That's why I'm eating a lot of salad, for example. My last true meal is I mean, a big salad, big one, because very low calorie. Just not a lot of sauce because sauce can be awful for your calories. But apart from that, I mean, it's big stuff. So I'm not hungry, but I have since I'm eating just low calorie food. Sometimes it's not that pleasing. It's not that pleasurable. But yeah, I managed to do so for now. So it's good enough for now. You know, the last live stream I said for joking, I made I had a nightmare. Here we have just very close to my home. We have one of the best French maker of brioche, which is called Brioche Bonin. The thing is fluffy, it's just incredible. No, very simple taste. Not very complex with a lot of flavor. That you have a simple taste, French brioche. But this is incredible. I mean, the thing is fluffy when you put it in your mouth. The thing is creamy. It's just so smooth. It's perfect. It's a perfect brioche. The thing is, I dreamt that I ate half of a big one, just complete half of a big one, something like more than 500 grams of brioche. And yeah, I ate that, and I remember my dreams and my dream thinking, why did you do that? Why? You're just destroying your time and effort. And yeah, I just woke up and it was just a dream. So not that bad. I will stick to my diet. Oof. But yes, and I love peanut butter is awesome. Yeah, and I love the crunchy one. I buy some crunchy peanut butter. I know there is an alternative to peanut butter for people trying to manage their calorie intake, which is PB2. It's basically dehydrated peanut butter in which you add some water in order to recreate it, and there is less calories in it. But I don't know if it tastes that good. Yeah. Oh, hi, Gail. It was a crazy dream. It was a crazy dream, very crazy one. But sometimes it's yeah, it's a shame that everything which is really good is very calorific. You have a lot of calories in that, and that's a shame. I'd love to have some very good dishes, even pastries with almost no calories. Oh, I love croissant. I love that, called pain au chocolat or chocolatine. It's a specific part of France. I think it's southwest, in which they're not saying pain au chocolat, they're saying chocolatine. And there is this war ongoing between two, the majority of people saying pain au chocolat and the minority of people saying chocolatine, which is quite kind of funny. I found online a Japanese bakery in which they called pain au chocolat, they called it pain au croissant. It was so funny. It's pain au croissant, so funny. That's so awesome. I love that. But problem is the thing is greasy. It's this is a pure buttery, greasy, fatty stuff with sugar, and that's just pretty much it. It's fat and sugar. So it's extremely good. I mean, the thing is good. The taste is incredible. I love that. But this is the problem. I love that. You know, I used to eat maybe something like 2 croissants, 2 pains au chocolat, and one more stuff. You know, it's crazy. Oh, you realize how good it is when you ate a croissant after spending a year in China. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, you want chocolatine? It's my fault. Sorry. Sorry, Joe. And she was for pain chocolat in twos. It's more expensive. Yeah. That's funny. I have these two teams. Team pain chocolat and team chocolatine. That's funny. Really funny. That's very good. I mean, the thing is, it's freakishly good. But the problem, it's for guys like me, you know, I can't eat just one. No, I will want to eat more because of the taste, because of the consistency, because of the way I eat it. I love to eat the crust and after to eat the inner part, which is so creamy, and so it's it's incredible. But yeah. No, my breakfast is very low calorie. My breakfast is 2 slices of ham, one banana, 40 grams of oat plus 12.5 centiliters of milk, non-fatty milk, you know, and one quite good spoon of peanut butter. Because peanut butter has two things. It's very interesting because you have a lot of mono and polyunsaturated fats, which are very good for muscle building, and also because you have this satiation, you have this sensation of being completely full because it's very heavy matter. You know, you taste, so it's pretty much plastering your stomach. At least this is the sensation it gives. So yeah, and that's my breakfast. It can't compete with pain chocolat or chocolatine. Oh, in Greece you say chocolatine. Okay. But it can't compete, you know, these chocolatine stuff, those croissants. It's beautifully. It's extremely good. I mean, morning for me specifically for my French ass, you know, eating 2 slices of ham, cold, just right from the fridge. It's not that good, not that enjoyable. I mean, yeah, it's not that bad. The taste is good, but not that enjoyable. But I need those proteins. Maybe I should try to find if there are some alternatives to these pastries, but with proteins in it. You know, I know that it's possible to find some recipes. Found some for cupcakes with a lot of proteins, or that can be interesting for me. Because I'm trying to, since I'm in calorie deficit, I need to eat something like 1.8 to 2 grams protein per kilo body weight, because I don't want to screw my protein synthesis and to lose muscle. So I know that some people just are okay with 1.5 grams protein per kilo body weight, which could be more than enough, but I have to be sure, you know, putting a lot of time and effort in my working out sessions, so I need to to be very careful with my proteins. You said, Joe, the absolute calorie atomic bomb is a piece of black lovers. Oh yeah, with a bowl of vanilla ice cream on the side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's mean to say such thing to me. Oh, that summer I wanted to eat what we called glacé italienne here, which are actually just creamy ice cream. Very creamy, you know. I don't know why we call it glacé italienne, Italian ice cream, because it's not. I'm not sure that they've been making it in Italy, maybe. Instant diabetes, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Diabetes, yes, and problem with cholesterol, maybe. But this is you know, I since I'm in a Facebook group about fitness and sports and stuff like that. I saw during summer some people just managed to create a beautiful summer body and ruined it basically in 2 weeks. 2 weeks of not paying enough attention to what they're eating and drinking. Fortunately for me, I don't drink. I just don't like the taste. I lost the taste. I used to when I was very young, something like from my first drink, something like I was 16 to 22, 21 or 22, and after that I just stopped. And it's been more than 15 years, and it's I completely lost the taste. So for me it's great because alcohol is bad for your gains. You can drink just a little bit, but even a little bit is not good. So for me it's wonderful to not drink. It's not ruining my protein synthesis. But yeah. Diabetes in compass. Oh yeah. Don't know why. There may be a reason. But yeah, managing your calorie intake, sometimes it's difficult. And yes, they just put maybe 3-4 kilograms of fat on their body. You have a beautiful summer body, and pretty much anything can ruin it if you're not paying enough attention. It's incredible. And apart from that, you have some guys, some big bodybuilders, not the true dedicated kind, like Jay Cutler or Ronnie Coleman, but you have some people with very big physiques due to steroids use and abuse, and they can eat pretty much McDonald's every day of the week and still build almost only muscle. I mean, steroids are freakishly efficient. I saw a study. I didn't fund the study per se. I was not seeking it, but it came to me in the form of a video. So in video, and they were quoting this study. They just created 4 groups, it was four, yes, four groups. Two groups of people having a pure sanitary life, being potato couches, and another one that the two others with a proper working out sessions, scheduled throughout some weeks or months. And each group has been divided into two subgroups, in which you have the group A, group potato couch A, just being potato couch, group potato couch B, being potato couch plus having a little bit of steroid use, so something like 600 milligrams of steroids per week, so it's not that big. And the other group of people having a proper workout sessions, divided in two. So sports A, for example, with no steroids, sports B with the same amount of steroids to the other group. And what they found was completely crazy, because just the potato couch group with steroids was putting on more muscle than the natty sport group. Yes, that's how steroids are. That's how powerful the thing is. So I'm not using steroids, I'm natty, full natty, just taking some whey protein, and that's all, because of convenience. It's food, basically, and that's all. But it's crazy. Steroids are definitely extremely efficient. You have guys just eating bad and being potato couch, putting on more muscle mass and strength than guys working out. It's crazy. And for the working out group with steroids, they put on 3 times more muscle than the natty group. 3 times more muscle. It's crazy. I mean, nobody should be. The thing is an open secret when it comes to bodybuilding. Pretty much every Mr. Olympia since the 60s are under steroids use and abuse. Guys like Jay Cutler just said that he went through 200 cycle of steroids, and definitely it was not only 600 milligrams of testosterone. It was far more than that, and also growth hormone and also anti-estrogens, because if you're adding too much testosterone in your own body, you can end up having these bad surprises of growing some nipples, some big titties because of estrogen. So the body can convert too much testosterone into estrogen, so you have to take that. Yes, Gal, you're right. It shrinks testicle, and I saw some very gruesome testimonies of guys completely screwing their relaunch. This relaunch phase when you have to basically restart your own testicles in order to produce testosterone. And I saw some scary stuff, like a young guy, some guys in his early 20s, trying to use some steroids, and he ended up having not that great results, and which is strange, by the way, for me. So I think he was not that dedicated to his working out sessions. And also completely all his products, I mean, the thing he was putting in his body was bad, because you can't, there is no traceability. You can't track the manufacturers, since the thing is pretty much forbidden everywhere. And also he completely screwed his restart phase, so he ended up having no testosterone at all in his body. So he pretty much he lost a good chunk of his muscle mass. I mean, a lot. And his testosterone levels didn't rose until a good amount of time, so he lost his physique, basically. So yeah, steroids is can be a very big problem, but when taken with a proper, medical management, it's incredible. The efficiency is just completely crazy. I mean, when you see someone like Ronnie Coleman, the guy has just completely destroyed his body because of the amount of weight he was lifting, because he was one of the very few bodybuilders strong enough to be compared to power lifters. There is a very known video clip, you can find it on YouTube, in which the guy squats 800 pounds, so maybe a little less than 400 kilos. It's crazy. On the leg press machine, more than 2,000 pounds, something like 1 metric ton. I mean, this type of strength is completely crazy, and it's more in the realm of powerlifting than the one of bodybuilding. But the guy has a muscle mass that was completely crazy, and he was a steroid user. It's just not possible to put that amount of muscle with maybe 2% body fat like that without being enhanced. It's not possible. Definitely not possible. But yeah, for now I'm sticking to be natty, even though I have results, because I'm working out pretty much every day. So I have results, working to failure and stuff like that. But it's a lot of discipline, a lot of work. And sometimes, I love to create stuff, and I have to put the thing aside and to say, no, okay, now I have to train myself. Even though I'm not motivated at all, I'm not in the mood for it, I will go and I will do it. But yeah, sometimes it's a struggle. Even though, I'm just warming up with some biceps curls, very light one, with some triceps, basic triceps workout, extension, arm extension, just very lightweight, something like 5 kilos per arm. It's nothing, it's just for warming up, and yeah, trying to get to the mood of making true exercises. And yeah, this warming up is helping me to stay dedicated, even when the exercises are kind of difficult for me, because working to failure can be very, it's not a sensation I really enjoy, I have to say. Working out is something I like, but to failure, to the point that you no longer can push yourself. I made dips earlier in the day. It was my first true exercise after my warming up session. So making dips. The first set, I went through 15 dips, no problems. So just, yeah, okay. And the second one, 15, but it was harder. The third one, I had almost scream because I was weak and unable to do my almost 15 dip. And the two, I'm making 5 sets of 12 plus reps, and the last two one were made on a pure failure, 12, 13-ish, and that's all. So yeah, but I know that working to failure is the best way to create muscle mass. Calisthenics is definitely powerful exercises. You can find a lot of great stuff. My basic working out session is, for the most part, calisthenics. Basic, very basic calisthenics. Not the fancy, true, beautiful moves you can find, but very simple calisthenics move. Oh yeah, for me it's not that big of a deal. After a working out session, it's more before. It's more, to get to the point of being motivated. It's the struggle is more that for me. It resides more in that idea of stopping an activity I enjoy, creating something, to do something very uncomfortable, working out. But yeah, I can understand for you that you lose some precision for 1 hour. For me, since my working out sessions, they used to be very very lengthy. Something like 4 hours for the biggest session. But I ended up having some just slight pain in my shoulder, so it was time for me to just go back some those more to more basic sessions, not with a lot of supersets, with a lot of drop sets, just basic 2 hour sessions. 2 hours, it's great. It's what I'm making right now. So it's my program is basically push pull leg, rest. Push pull leg is great for me. I really enjoy push pull leg. And which is strange is after 2 hours, little more than 2 hours of working out, I clean my room just to get ready for the session the session the day after, and I wipe my devices, my dumbbells, my training station for body weights exercises, and that's it. I just go out, shower myself, take my post-workout shake, and that's it. And strangely enough, never shake, never have any problems with precision. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have my habits. But and even when I was doing big sessions like my trunk half body session of 4 hours, I didn't experience a loss in precision. Actually, I'm getting more efficient. That's why I'm also trying to stick to that working out. This planning, this scheduling of stuff. Because I'm working in a more efficient way by doing so. If I know that I have to stop at one day, at one point, I'm working in a more efficient way. I don't know. And since I'm eating something like every 2 to 3 hours, it's helping me to to have a better organization of my day. I'm more aware of the time. Because I'm not waiting to be freakishly hungry to eat, since I have a hard time managing this hunger sensation. I'm trying to eat to plan my meals, and to stick to what has been planned. And yeah. Speaking of which, I think I will wrap this up for today, because I have an appointment for my cat tomorrow, so I need to sleep and I need to eat my last little collation, my 2 eggs and my beef jerky, because it's one of the very few things I can enjoy, some beef jerky, even though there's some sugar in it and I should find a better one. So yeah, show you. So orc, head, body. So the head will be, of course, on the body. But since it's very big, I prefer to sculpt it apart. And this will be the axe. So it's basic. This will be a basic axe. I will sculpt it and put it in the hand. The hand has not a good orientation, so I will have to remove that to cut a little bit and put something like that. Here. And that. Oh, maybe I should show you one day how to make some little sticks like that. And these little parts will be the future Daka, the future rifle. We'll have big rifle here. So yeah. Everyone's gotta go, so thanks for watching. Thanks, Phil Urbaniak. It will be a pleasure to have you. Thanks, Joe, of course. Always pleasure to have you in live streams. And Gaël de Lomeni. Thanks. I think you're French, so merci beaucoup. Vrai plaisir aussi de t'avoir parmi nous. So yeah. Next time, maybe, yeah, I don't know. If you're interested, I could show you how to make that. Let's see. It's very simple. But yeah, this will be the barrel, no, the cannon, this big cannon, two of them. A lot of Daka. Truly something very orcoid. So yeah, thanks for people watching this live stream in replay. I know there's some of them. It was not very efficient, but very nice live stream. Anyway, if you like my work, if you're enjoying this type of content, you can follow me. Every links are in the description box down below. And yeah, see you next Monday, same hour, something like yeah, it was 8 p.m. UTC. So see you next time. Thanks and take care. Bye.